Hi, and welcome to the CyberVault Discovery Part 1, where we'll go over the dashboard interface. I'm Stan Ivanov, and I'll be your host. CyberVault Discovery is the company's first network monitoring tool that allows IT administrators to efficiently detect anomalies across their network infrastructure. It is comprised of two technologies that together enable a detailed and comprehensive view of the IT network. First is the Discovery Sensor, which collects data from the network. It is highly efficient and scalable, patent-pending technology that allows even the largest networks to be mapped and monitored in near real time. It supports all operating systems and can be deployed as a native application, virtual machine, or Docker container. The Discovery Sensor sends all the network data over a secure connection to CyberVault Cloud, where a deep analysis is started. Using machine learning and artificial intelligence algorithms, CyberVault can then detect a wide range of anomalies. The results of the CyberVault Advanced Analytics are displayed in the Discovery dashboard. Subnets that are monitored by the Discovery Sensor can be selected in the subnet dropdown. The first subnet is the All subnet, and it is special. It represents an aggregated view of all subnets. When selected, the network map displays a summation of all live hosts and open TCP and UDP ports in 30-minute time interval. This way, you can observe your entire network as it changes over time in a single view. The tooltip on the network map displays the aggregated stats over time. If you select a specific subnet, then the network map displays only that subnet's data. A convenient way to think about the dashboard interface is as an aggregate view of the entire network map. It includes all distinct hosts, ports, and concerns in the selected time span in a single view. On the other hand, the Explorer interface displays the stats of a single point in time selected on the network map. The two interfaces look similar but represent different data. The dashboard is used to get a summary overview of everything that happened in the selected time span, while the Explorer is used to observe an exact point in time. The time frame dropdown controls how far back in history the analysis should go. By default, it is set to the past 24 hours. The selection will be reflected immediately through the rest of the dashboard. The two dropdowns together help answer the questions: how the entire network looks like in the past 24 hours, how a particular subnet looks like in the past 24 hours. This helps you get a complete and immediate understanding of the state of your network and the concerns that need to be addressed. In other words, CyberVault gives you the ability to know your network. In the dashboard, we can see that the Discovery Sensor conducted 288 scans, from which we found 17 live hosts and 62 open ports. All of this data is aggregated on the network map. The network map graph is interactive. The default selected tool is the zoom selection. By selecting a region on the graph, you zoom into it. In order to return to the original view, you can click on the home icon. In order to zoom in and out, you can use the plus and minus buttons. The hand icon allows you to move in a zoomed-in graph. Finally, the graph menu allows you to export the graph as an image or CSV file. The most important result of the network analysis are the concerns. They are discovered during the network analysis. The concerns range between high, medium, and low, depending on how likely they are to be exploited by an attacker. The top concerns are definitely going to be exploited. The medium concerns are most likely going to be exploited, and the low concerns are less likely to be identified and exploited. Nevertheless, all concerns should be carefully reviewed and mitigated if possible. Remember, an attacker needs to find only one hole in your defenses in order to compromise your network. And as a defender, you need to protect your entire network so that attackers have difficult time breaching your perimeter. This asymmetry makes it very hard for IT administrators to stay on top of their networks. As you can see, with CyberVault's discovery, you can immediately identify top-level concerns across all your subnets and help you stay one step ahead of potential attackers. If you proactively work on addressing every identified concern, you'll be on your way to have a very secure infrastructure. The concern ranks are taken from the most frequently scanned port list provided by Nmap. Nmap is an industry-standard network reconnaissance tool. If the Nmap's port frequency rank is between 1 and 100, we classify the concern as high. If the rank is between 100 and 1000, we classify it as medium. And if the rank is over 1000, we classify it as low. Normally, an attacker will use Nmap to quickly discover your network and identify potential targets. By default, Nmap will scan only the top 1000 ports. By classifying the open ports using Nmap's ranking order, CyberVault looks at the network from an attacker's point of view. Every port that is opened is a potential target and therefore a concern. CyberVault's discovery sensor scans the entire range of open ports from 1 to 65,535. This allows it to observe open ports even outside the range of Nmap's default scan. The discovery sensor delivers a highly optimized network reconnaissance that avoids the shortcomings of Nmap. One of Nmap's biggest limitations is the slow scan speeds that makes mapping the network in real time impossible. CyberVault's advanced discovery sensor technology can deliver over 100,000 parallel probes a second, making it the fastest network scanner on the market. This innovation allows CyberVault to deliver near real-time view of even the largest networks. Next in the dashboard is the TCP port summary. Here, all open TCP ports in the past 24 hours are displayed. They're ordered by concern level, with the highest concerns at the top. The table shows the port number and the service name running behind the port. It also shows how many hosts have this port open. The summary table can be used to answer the question, what are the top open ports in my network? Or in other words, what ports are open by the most hosts? This can help you identify suspicious services running in your network and quickly see what hosts are running them. You can sort the table by number of hosts that have the port open. You can also filter the table by any of the columns: port number, service name, description, or host's IP address. The UDP port summary table presents the same view for UDP ports. The last table is the host summary table. Here, you'll get more details about the hosts in your network, including some network performance statistics such as minimum, average, and maximum round-trip time for the ping sweep performed by the discovery sensor, and the standard deviation and packet loss, if any. Next, you can see all open ports for this host. If you hover over the port, you can get more detailed description. The ports are sorted by their number. The hosts table can also be displayed in full screen. This helps to better see all of the columns. Additionally, you can toggle the display of columns on and off. This way, you can customize your view and see only the relevant information you care about. The host table immediately answers a different question. What is the host with the most open ports? Or in other words, what is my top hosts with the most open ports? The more open ports a host has, the more vulnerable it is likely to be because there are many more open doors for an attack. The port summary table, on the other hand, answers the question, what are my top ports identified by how many hosts have that particular port open? You can see that both tables present the same information differently, so that you can get to immediately understand what hosts need the most care and what ports are the most common in your network. With Cyber Vault Discovery, you're able to immediately answer the questions, how does my network look? What is my top open port? What is my top host with the most open ports? Armed with this information, you can take proactive steps to secure your network. The first rule of thumb is to close any open ports that you don't need or recognize. Make sure that only the absolutely necessary ports are opened in your network. Everything else should be closed. If a port needs to stay open, you need to make sure that the service running behind it is secured. This means to keep the service up to date, including the operating system on the host. Also, the service configuration needs to be hardened. If you harden the security configuration of a running service and keep it up to date, you will drastically decrease your chances of this service being successfully attacked. Cyber Vault can immediately shine light on what needs to be protected. We can also help you secure the services running behind the open ports using our consulting services. I hope that this video was educational and you were able to learn how Cyber Vault can help you stay proactive in your network security.